Denny Hamlin pulled off something that almost never happens in NASCAR. He jumped the start off the pole position. That penalty sent him all the way to the back of the field. Dead last. On a track where passing is not easy, on a night where the rain had already pushed everyone to the edge. And then he did the one thing nobody expected. He drove all the way back to the front. He passed everyone, and he crossed the finish line first. 62 career wins, 2 wins in 2026, and the best story of the season so far. This is exactly what happened at Nashville Superspeedway during the Cracker Barrel 400. Before a single lap was even completed at Nashville Superspeedway, there were already problems. Rain hit the track hard and pushed the entire race back by 80 minutes. This was not a one-time thing either. NASCAR had now dealt with rain delays 2 weekends in a row. The fans in the stands waited. The drivers sat in their haulers. The crews covered the cars and watched the sky. But when the green flag finally dropped, the race delivered everything the fans had been waiting for. Nashville Superspeedway is a 1.33-mile D-shaped oval. It is the largest concrete track on the entire NASCAR Cup Series schedule. Concrete tracks are different from asphalt. The grip levels change throughout the race. The tires wear in different patterns. Strategy matters a lot. And on this night, the racing was going to be chaotic from the very first lap. The track was fast, the cars were aggressive, and the drivers were ready to make moves. Nobody was holding back, not with playoff positioning on the line and championship, points up for grabs at every single stage. Denny Hamlin had earned the pole. He was going to start at the very front of the field. That is the best possible starting position in NASCAR. You control the race early. You avoid early race accidents. You set the pace. For a 45-year-old veteran with 61 career wins already on his record, starting on the pole at Nashville felt like a very good sign. Then Hamlin jumped the start. When a driver jumps the start, it means they accelerated too early before the official green flag drop. NASCAR officials caught it immediately. The penalty was automatic. Hamlin was sent to the back of the field. From pole position to dead last in a matter of seconds. In a race where track position is everything, that is about as bad as it gets. The question now was simple. Could Hamlin fight his way back through an entire field of cars on a track where passing is hard to come by? Most drivers would be playing damage control at that point, trying to stay out of trouble, hoping for cautions, just trying to salvage a decent finish. But Denny Hamlin is not most drivers. He has been racing at the top level of NASCAR for over 20 years. He has won on every type of track. And he was not going to give up on a race just because of one bad moment off the line. While Hamlin was working his way through traffic, the front of the field had its own drama playing out. Ryan Blaney was the defending winner at this track. He was trying to become a back-to-back Nashville champion, and Blaney was right there in the mix, leading the restart as the first stage came to a close, but A.J. Allmendinger had other ideas. Allmendinger pushed his number 16 Chevrolet to the front on the backstretch and held off Kyle Larson to steal the stage win. It was Allmendinger's first stage victory since 2024, a big moment for the driver and his team. The kind of result that reminds everyone in the garage that Allmendinger can still compete at the highest level when things go right. Larson finished the stage just behind him. The front of the field was stacked with talented drivers who were not going to make anything easy. And Hamlin was still working his way forward through the field, picking off cars one at a time. Then came the story that nobody saw coming. The brake rotors started failing, not just on one car, not just on 2, on 4 separate cars. And it was the kind of failure that did not give drivers any warning before it happened. It started on lap 72. Rookie Connor Zilisch was running the number 88 Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. He had started 38th, all the way at the back of the field. He had been moving up steadily and reached 24th position. Then his right front rotor exploded. The car got sent hard into the wall in turn 1. Zilisch somehow managed to limp the car back to the garage, but flames were already coming out from underneath the right side of the car. The right tire had gone nearly sideways. His race was in serious trouble. 10 laps later, on lap 82, Trackhouse teammate Ross Chastain had the same thing happen to him. One Chevrolet got hit with a rotor failure between turns 1 and 2. Chastain hit the wall hard. Michael McDowell was running right behind him and had nowhere to go. McDowell spun trying to avoid Chastain and nearly got collected in the same incident. 2 Trackhouse cars, same brake issue, same result. The third Trackhouse driver, Shane Van Gisbergen in the number 97, his crew had put him on a completely different brake package before the race. The crew told him over the radio not to worry. His car was fine. But it was a rough night for the Trackhouse organization overall. And then it happened again in Stage 2. A.J. Allmendinger, the same driver who had just won Stage 1, was running third with 12 laps left in the segment. His rotor sparked. Then it caught fire. Then his number 16 Chevrolet hit the Turn 1 wall. The man who had led the race was now done for the night. A brutal ending for a team that had been running so well. Chris Buescher was the fourth victim. His right rotor failed as he entered Turn 3 while running 17th. 4 cars. 4 rotor failures. 4 races either ended or severely damaged. It was one of the most talked about mechanical stories of the entire 2026 NASCAR season so far. As the carnage from the rotor failures continued to pile up, Daniel Suarez made a bold strategy call in Stage 2 that paid off. Suarez stayed out during a caution while many of the top cars came in for pit stops. That put him at the front of the field on the restart at lap 182. He controlled the restart, stayed clean, and took the Stage 2 win. It was the kind of opportunistic racing that the middle stages of a long NASCAR race often reward. While bigger-name drivers were dealing with problems or managing their tire wear, Suarez capitalized on his moment. The stage points matter for playoff positioning. Every point counts when you are trying to stay alive in the standings. Suarez took full advantage. Meanwhile, the caution count kept climbing. 12 total cautions on the night. A number that reflects just how violent and unpredictable the racing at Nashville had become. The crashes, the mechanical failures, the strategy battles. It all added up to one of the wildest Cup races of the season. By the time the final restart came, Denny Hamlin had done something remarkable. The man who had been sent to the back of the field because of a jumped start had driven all the way back to the front. He was right there among the leaders. His number 11 Toyota had been fast all night, and now he had one final restart to make his move. Christopher Bell was right there with him. Bell had been strong all race long. His number 20 Toyota was fast, and he was hungry for a win. Chase Briscoe was also in the mix. 3 Joe Gibbs Racing teammates. The final restart was going to come down to the 3 of them when the green flag dropped. Hamlin, Bell, and Briscoe went 3 wide. 3 cars from the same organization battling each other for the lead on the back stretch. Bell crossed the line second. He had finished runner-up in back-to-back races. He gave credit to Hamlin on the radio, but made clear the frustration was there. He had the lead on the restart. He got a push from Hamlin, and he still could not hold him off. After the race, Hamlin had one quote that summed up the whole night perfectly. "Man, what an unbelievable day. Starting first, going to last, and back to first."